it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you're in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the LA, they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, for show, they tell you I'm local. And the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you're in the getting. My flow, my show brought me the dough that brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Hit the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks, if she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn if they're talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you're in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We the club on time, so pop on.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. EQ. Sit high.
Now the first back taken in the 2022 draft, Breece Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
Right. Here we go, son. Sit high.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. He'll manage only a couple. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll put Everett in motion here. Fields now on second down. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Here we go. No mas, no mas. Right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's complete. Some more on the right side.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what...
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That's into the hands of Moore. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Hey, 10. Right.
Fields from the gun on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Alex Singleton.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A tight end in motion now. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Nix from the gun on third down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Let's go.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. second down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That pickup, good for 29 yards. Now a run on first down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Back to throw is Nix. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and it results in a negative play.
Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Gibson now on the return. And they are going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go. Good.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He's up the sideline to the 25. And that'll give him lots of room. Out of bounds, up beyond the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Angel. Go.
Another run here with Hall. Oh! And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Broncos with the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Two first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10.
EQ.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. I think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. But now a marker comes flying in late behind the line of scrimmage. Might we get a roughing the passer call here? Mims sent in motion here. A 1st down throw for Nix. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here we go. Tonight.
They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
$5.75. Here we go.
They'll go again with Hall. And mark him down up beyond the 30.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10.
Easy. Right.
A give. Here's Hall. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here we go, side.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Right.
Now Fields. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given, and now he's creating turnovers for this unit.
On the zone read, this is Nix. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's out of bounds in great shape. Down at the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Gibson now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the run, here's Hall. He'll have a Jets first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Go.
First down. Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Press. Left straight. Sit high.
Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Hey, Karen. Tonight.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Looking deep for Lazard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bring it. Alert. Go.
Here's a run going left. Good blocking to the 15. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
At their own 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Tonight.
Fields now. Catch made right side by Wilson. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
A 1st down throw for Fields. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the 1st.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and That was a good one there.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Angel. It's all right.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Eleven. Go. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
On 4th field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And the Jets are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throw it. Nix. And that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Second down. Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. Now a give up the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Mims sent in motion here. Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Off he goes. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Nick's going to look to throw. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
These are the plays that when you look back, Mike, they ultimately decide the outcome of the game. There's no time left on the clock. All they're trying to do is take a shot into the end zone. You've got to get depth. You've got to have guys that can go up at high point and compete for the ball. And you've just got to knock this ball down and go into halftime.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half.
Matt Gay sets the kickoff.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On second down, Nix again. He's going to tuck it and go. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Throwing is Nix. He'll go right and find his running back. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. Broncos will extend this third quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, side.
Moore going in motion. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Broncos have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos stretch things out even further.
Broncos 38, Jets 3. Will Lutz to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, side.
Moore going in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
They give to Hall. Whoa! A nice nimble run as he manages to pick up 3.
He was marked up at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
3rd and 9.
Here we go, side. All right.
Play action now for Fields. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
To return, it's Mims. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 41-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And the Broncos first down.
Let's go.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards after the pickup.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Yeah. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. A second effort, and he is in. Audric Estime. Touchdown, Denver. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Right.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike, and it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
Right.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
With the score, Broncos 45, Jets 3.
Second and a yard.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Allen Lazard. Touchdown, New York. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Drive will start on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play. On 2nd down, they run the counter. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. Here's Gibson to return, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
They're on 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Moore going in motion.
Tonight.
On 1st and 10, Fields. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Here we go, tonight. Go.
2nd down, it's Fields. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the zone read, this is Nix. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Nix gonna keep it on the zone read. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Fields. This one caught by Lazard. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Jump. Ready? Tonight.
To throw is Fields. He's going to run it.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Fields now on second down. There he goes again.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. Hey, can. Right.
Throwing again. Fields on second and 10. Looking deep for Lazard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Fields now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. Go.
Now, Fields. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one's decided. Not sure if they needed to take the timeout, but we'll take it with them. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.